Here we go. That's awesome.
So let's start with you. Just tell us your story. Keep it. You don't have to rush.
Mm-hmm.
But just tell us, the sort of the top line. How you've been overweight. I don't know if it was all your life, or just talk about the pain of that
Sure.
and struggles to overcome it, and how you overcame it. But don't go into. You don't have to go into details just yet. I just want to hear your general
Story.
of the struggle of being overweight.
So I've struggled with weight my entire life. I did this once before on my own. I lost 110 pounds when I was in college, on my own, just through diet and exercise, and I kept it off for about 6 years, and then I started to gain the weight back. I basically yo-yo dieted from that point on. I've tried every fad diet out there, and once I reached my heaviest before the surgery, I was 315 pounds, and I made the decision to make this life change and really go for the surgery for many reasons. I was at the point in my life where I was getting to a dangerous weight, and I tried many different diets and exercise programs, and nothing was really successful. When Dr. Sadek and his team did an analysis on how much weight I've gained and lost in my lifetime, it was close to 1,000 pounds that I gained and lost through all the various weight loss surgeries and programs that I went to. I made the choice to get the surgery because of my wife. She was concerned that we were reaching, an unhealthy weight, and she didn't want me to, not be here for my kids. And, basically, I did this not only for myself, but I did this for my family. I had this surgery for my family, and I made the choice to make this life-changing move to, going to Advanced Surgical and Dr. Sadek, and basically having the surgery to, help me be here for my family. And that was really why I did this. I honestly feel that without this surgery, I wouldn't, be able to. I never thought I would get back to the shape that I'm in, today. I thought it was something that was out of my grasp. I was in my 20s when I was this weight, and it felt awesome. And the defeat of gaining the weight back, and basically not only reaching my highest weight, but the emotional stress of gaining it all back, and all the different weight losses and gains through the years has taken a toll on me. And I'm determined, and the surgery is nothing other than a crutch. It's helping me take my life back, 1 pound at a time.
Good. What life was like being overweight. Just stay focused
On that. Mhm.
It was,
Did you sweat?
All the time.
Okay, that's the number one complaint of men that are overweight, that it's embarrassing and they smell, and it's honestly the thing that makes them have surgery the most.
Well, I was a financial advisor, so when
They can
in
just be sitting
situations,
in the room
yeah,
and they're the only ones pouring
you're
sweat.
sweating all over. Yeah, you want me to go with that?
interesting, yeah, you go with that, so you just start out by saying,
Mhm.
you know, when I was overweight, it was.
Well, I could also
it
talk
was-
about, because I've seen it from both ends, because I was thin and then I got heavy and now I'm thin again. There's just the stigma of the way people treat you and how
Right, that
it
too, but that's
okay.
how life was when you were overweight. So-
exactly.
So, yeah, don't talk about being skinny right now, just.
No,
focus on
being heavy.
What Janet was saying was great, that,
Okay.
you know, when I was overweight, life was difficult.
Okay.
You know, I was constantly sweating, you know, it was embarrassing,
Mhm.
all those emotional.
Rolling?
When I was overweight, the way that I felt about myself, I was very self-conscious, and just the way that people looked at me, I was, constantly, sweating, and I really felt like,
We cut
Too much noise, yeah. Okay, sorry,
that's okay.
start again.
Just hold that so he can frame you up. You all good, guys?
Action.
When I was overweight, I felt that people treated me different, because they looked at my physical appearance and the fact that I was obese, and they just felt that I was, out of control, and it affected my job, it affected my family life. One of the times where I really felt that my weight was a big issue, my children had a birthday party that was a pool party, and my youngest at the time needed somebody to go in the pool with her, and two of the other dads were in great shape, and they took their shirts off and jumped right in the pool, and my daughter, she wanted me to come in the pool with her, and I would not take my shirt off in front of all the people because I was embarrassed of myself. And I constantly, through my job, I was constantly sweating and perspiring because of being so overweight, and it really affected me both mentally and physically, and I knew I had to do something about it. I had to take my life back, and that's what this surgery really did, was it gave me my life back.
The moment, if you've had one that stands out in your mind, one moment,
Where I
Time.
decided to
Yes.
make the, yeah,
when you knew you had to do something.
I got a good one, yeah, for that.
Okay, we're rolling?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you're on.
One day I ended up in the hospital with afibrillation because of stress, and my wife actually had a conversation with me, and she said, if you don't do something about your weight and we don't get back on track, I'm afraid that you might not be here like your father. My father died when he was 46 years old, and the thought of me leaving my children because of my weight really made me realize that I have to take my life back and do something about my weight, and all the fad diets and the yo-yo dieting was not going to do it, and I needed to seek help, and the surgery was that tool that I used to be able to take my life back.
Could talk a little bit more about the moment, when you just talked about, with that, about your dad, and that,
Okay.
that was the time when you thought, well, I want to be here for my kids.
Okay,
Just a little bit more about just that.
just that, okay.
Wait. Speed?
Action.
The thought of leaving my children when I was so young, like my father did, I was only 16 when my father died, and the fact that my weight might actually take me away from my children and my family prematurely really scared me. It terrified me, and I really was in a deep depression because of my weight, and I really didn't want all these health conditions that I was getting because of my obesity. And I would have done anything, and I was scared, but I was more scared just not to be there for my family and not to be able to see my kids grow up. And I think, everyone needs to make a conscious decision that they need to take their lives back, and they can't let their weight hinder them, and because there is help that they can get.
Okay, just say that you took your life back. Say that.
Okay.
You took, not other people, you took
I
your
took-
life back. Action.
I took my life back by having the surgery because I made a conscious decision to be there for my family, and I really wanted to be back to the physical shape that I was in when I lost the weight previously. And this was really the way that I could have control of my life and take it back.
Good. Good.
Since the surgery, I've really been able to overcome all the health conditions that I had prior to the surgery, and I was able to finally take control of my life and be in the driver's seat and basically make sure that I'm making all the decisions that are going to help me excel and really get back to the physical shape that I wanted to be in. The weight is a big hindrance in your life. It takes control of you, and eating becomes, such a basically part of your life that you can't do without it, and you really lose control of everything. And that's really what I see with the surgery is I've been able to be in command of my life and get back to the shape that I wanted to be in, and I just drastically felt like I couldn't do on my own.
So now that you're in control of your health, talk about what you can do. So, you can say like, now that I'm in control of my health, I can talk about things you can do.
Now that I'm
Oh, you alright?
Okay, action.
Now that I'm in control of my life, I can do everything that I want to do. I go to the gym every day. I buy clothes off the rack. I haven't been able to do that since college. I haven't been able to shop at stores that I really love. I've really been able to gain control of my life, and that's very important because it's helped me in both my job, my family life. It's really made every aspect of my life better. I'm so thankful for the surgery because it really made me able to grasp, my true potential. I've been able to excel far past the weight loss, and that's just what I urge everyone to think about is weight loss is only the first part. Once you get to that point and you lose the weight, that's really where the chore comes in, and that's where the journey starts.
Good. You started to get happy. That I want to just speak.
So now that I've had the surgery, I mean, one of the best things about it is, I'm back to, shopping off the rack. I can shop at stores like Express that I wasn't able to shop at for years. And, you know, I just love the way that people look at me. It really makes me feel good. It makes me happy to know that my children are seeing me and I can run and play with them. You know, when I was heavy, I wasn't able to, you know, even play with my kids. I constantly had to sit. You know, now my children see me and my wife, and we're in such great shape, and they're doing much better, and we can have a lot of fun and really, you know, really enjoy my life. I feel I truly do enjoy my life, and I really get to go out and, you know, be the person that I wanted to be. And, you know, it's funny, when I was heavy, I didn't realize that I even had a problem. I thought I was happy with the way I was, but when I look back at pictures, you know, I really see I wasn't. I'm truly happy now. I'm truly happy with the way I feel inside.
Good, good, that was good, that last bit was. Surgery,
Okay.
how great it went, how everyone treated you, and now, you know, you feel terrific, and you were saying earlier, like within 2 weeks or something, you were back at the gym, or.
Yeah.
The results and the team.
Okay. Absolutely.
And how good that made you feel,
Yes.
and let that manifest into smiles,
Okay.
okay? Hold on one second.
I know a good way to segue into this too.
Okay, yeah, but, hey, it's gotta feel like
Yeah.
my life has changed, and I feel absolutely great about it, right? Okay, here we go.
One of my biggest fears with the whole surgery was, you know, the process, you know, how I was going to feel. I was never in any pain with the surgery. Dr. Sadek's team, they are the best at what they do. And that's the one thing that I can urge people. If that's your biggest fear, go talk to them. Go understand that they are truly great at what they do. And I really feel that the whole process from start to finish is so well done, from the hospital to the staff, the surgical team. I really feel that they make you feel that you truly are going to do it, and you're truly going to, you know, really make the change. And I felt that the whole process, I had my surgery on a Wednesday, and I was back to work by Monday. And that was always what stopped me from even thinking about the surgery, was downtime. My downtime was very minimal. And, you know, I tell everybody that it truly does matter, the mindset that you have going in and the team that you use. And that's why Dr. Sadek and Advanced Surgical are so important, because they do make a difference in the process, and they do make it easier on you. And everyone was so nice, and I loved everyone that took care of me and helped me through the process. And they really made me feel like I can do it. And they were positive, and they helped me with overcoming my fear.
You got some.
Hold on, settle down, we're shooting. Thank you.
Rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, action.
In the past 2 years, I've sent a lot of friends and family to Dr. Sadek and Advanced Surgical to have the surgery. And, you know, what I tell all my friends is, not every doctor in every practice that does this is created equal. They have it down to minimizing your pain, minimizing your time in the hospital. There's really a time where I feel that a lot of people that have had the surgery that I've heard have, been in a lot of pain, and they've had drains. They've had to stay in the hospital multiple nights. Dr. Sadek minimizes all that, and he hires the type of staff that is going to get you recovered and get you back on your feet very fast. So if that's a concern, that's why you go in for a consultation, and you have to bring in the right people. And that's what I urge a lot of my friends and family who just want to go out and find, any doctor to do this surgery. You don't want to do that. You want to use the best. And if you use the best, I promise you the outcome will be the same as what I've seen, and your downtime will be limited, and you'll be back on your feet very fast.
Good.
How was that?
All right, so what do you want to cover first?
Are we rolling? Yeah, so talk about, let's go back to the moment.
Okay.
Talk about the moment at the pool. Just, there was a time when, I was at the pool with my kids, and I knew then, try to make it more succinct.
Did you want me to cover the 10 people first, or just we'll do it after?
Whatever you want, whatever you feel.
Whatever, yeah, I could do the 10 people first,
Okay.
and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah,
Good.
that's
Upbeat.
it, that's it.
That's it.
That's
All
what I
right.
wanna see.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
So in the past 2 years, I've referred over 10 friends and family to Dr. Sadek, and basically what I told them was, if you really want to get your life back and get back to the point where you feel good about yourself and you can really go out there and just, you feel like you can accomplish anything. I feel like nothing stands in my way anymore, because I feel good not only on the outside but in the inside, and that's the most important thing with me. And a lot of my friends, they ask me why I smile all the time, and I just tell them because I'm just so happy with the way I feel and look, and I urge them to take their life back.
Good, very good.
Good?
That's what I'm talking about.
Seek help.
Okay.
Are you sweating right now, Steve?
Yeah, I could
All right, here.
stick it.
Just give it a quick wipe.
You can leave it under there.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on there for now. Can you see it? All right. It's these lights.
It's the only commercial, the guy gained weight during the
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Settle. Let me know when you guys are ready. Yeah, I'm set.
One of the biggest things that comes to mind is when I really realized that I had to make a change. There was a time where we had a birthday party for my kids, and I had my youngest daughter. She was only, not even 2 years old, and we had to go in the pool with her. And there was a lot of kids that needed their fathers to come in the pool. And these dads were in really great shape, and they ripped off their shirts and jumped right in the pool without any hesitation. And I would not take off my shirt and get in the pool in front of all those people. And that was really the time where I realized that I had to do something, because if I couldn't get in and I had to make my daughter cry because she couldn't go in the pool, I wasn't just hurting me, I was hurting my family. Start from the top.
Yeah.
Try and stand up straight, Steve.
Yeah, I know. I
Sit up,
I slouch.
Okay, ready? And action.
The moment that really comes to mind of when I knew that I had to do something drastic was we had a party for my twin daughters, and at the time we also had my youngest, who was not even 2 years old, and it was a pool party. It was an indoor pool party, and everyone was in the pool, so somebody needed to take my youngest daughter in the pool, and there was a lot of younger kids there, and two of the dads, they were in really great shape, and they took their shirts off and they jumped right in the pool, and they went in with their kids, and I just remember not wanting to take my shirt off in front of all those people and go in the pool, and it was that point where I really knew my weight was not only affecting me, but it was affecting my family. And that really prompted me to take drastic measures. And going for the consultation, that took care of all my fears, because it really made me realize that there was hope for me, and I could get my life back. And I wasn't doing it just for me, I was doing it for my family, and to be around for my kids for years to come.
Okay, good. Let's get that again.
Here we go.
The moment that comes to mind when I knew I had to go for the surgery and take matters into my own hands was, we had a party for my daughters, and it was a pool party, and two of the dads, they took their shirt off and they jumped right in the pool with their kids. And I remember taking my shirt off and just realizing how heavy I was, and that I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, and I couldn't go in that pool in front of all those people. And that's really where I realized that I had to do something drastic and take my life back.
Okay, good.
Good.
Hey, we
Ready? Settle?
and action.
Dr. Sadek and his team are the best at what they do. And I think choosing the right team is going to make all the difference in your whole journey, because they always made me feel like I could do it, and I had the utmost confidence in them, and it really made the whole experience much better. So if you're going to take the time and go have this surgery, you have to use Dr. Sadek and the advanced surgical team, because they will make your journey as good as mine.
I'd say that one
So-
more time, Dr. Sadek. Don't look down, look
Okay.
right to camera, try to keep it nice and still, nice and focused. Just kind of give the same thing you just said to summarize, but give it straight to camera. Not looking away, okay? Whenever you're ready.
If you're going to have this procedure, you have to go to Dr. Sadek and the advanced surgical team. They made my journey from start to finish one that was so easy for me, and I had the utmost confidence in them, and I really feel that choosing the right doctor is going to make your whole experience much better.
Say, Dr. Sadek and his team are amazing.
Okay.
And then Dr. Sadek and his team, and give me another, like, fill in the blank there, but just Dr. Sadek and his team, they're incredible. Yeah.
Dr. Sadek and his team are amazing.
Again,
Do it, before you go into the second part, do a little bit of a stare into the camera for a few seconds,
Okay.
like confident.
Confident.
So we have a little room at the end to cut before you go into your next part.
Gotcha.
Settle down. Quiet, please.
She's coming up to powder room if he needs it. Does
Okay.
he need it?
I think we're good.
I think.
Come on up quickly. Thank you. Go ahead.
Try it? Yeah.
Rolling, guys.
Guys ready?
Sit up straight, Steve.
action.
Dr. Sadek and his team are amazing at what they do. And they make it so easy for you.
It's good.
Did you do research?
Yeah.
I want you to say, I did all the research and it led me straight to Dr. Sadik, or advanced surgical.
Okay. Before the surgery, we did so much research on doctors, and I really realized that Advanced Surgical and Dr. Sadik are amazing at what they do. And choosing them was the best decision that I could have made, because I've heard so many horror stories from other doctors and the way the procedures went for patients. They are amazing. They are specialists. They are the best at what they do.
Let's do one more just like that, but
That's
just
it.
give me a smile.
Okay.
Here we go. Just like that, but just keep it smiling. Here we go. And go.
Before the surgery, we did lots of research, and it led me directly to Dr. Sadik, because they are the best. They are amazing at what they do. What else was I supposed to say?
Just do-
I
that's
did
it.
the research.
Just
Again,
that's it?
the concise.
Yeah, that last sentence, that's
Say,
all.
say
Did all the
again,
research.
you
Just smile.
did your due diligence and it led you there, because they
Okay.
have the best credentials.
And they're the best at what they do.
Okay.
You know, you could say, I wanted to find the very best, so I did a lot of research, and I found Dr. Sadik. and he-
Okay,
oh,
that's
he-
good. I like that.
Whoa.
Camera rolling?
Before the surgery, we did a lot of research, and it led me to Dr. Sadik, because he is the best at what he does. And Advanced Surgical, their reputation does not leave me to believe that. I was going somewhere good with that too. Yeah, now I'm.
I think it was Dr. So-and-so and his team are the best, and they're the best at what they do.
They do. Yeah, I like that. That's it. Yeah.
Don't overthink it, just keep it simple.
All right.
Let's go one more on that. Dr. Sadik and his team, you know, look, you could say, you know, I wanted the very best.
Yeah.
You know, so my body, I want the best for my body. So I did research, and I found, okay?
Before I had the surgery, we did a lot of research, and I realized Dr. Sadik is the best at what he does. The Advanced Surgical team is amazing, and I wanted the best for myself, because I have a family, and you really have to go see them. They are the best at what they do.
That's good. The last line was great.
Did you miss full box?
Okay.
Have you ever had weight loss as a New Year's resolution?
I've had weight loss as a New Year's resolution probably almost every year. That's how it would always start, with my yo-yo diets and my fad diets. And the weight constantly came back, and that was my biggest struggle. That's how I was able to gain and lose over almost 1,000 pounds in my lifetime at 38 years old.
Did you want him to repeat the question?
Yeah,
Well,
is
I
that
think
what you
was
meant?
good. I want him to say yes.
Yeah, no, I thought, yeah.
We can't use that.
Right. Yeah, that was good.